ICICI Bank, Punjab National Bank, among several others, have decided to knock off rates on their home loan products for the festive season. There are other banks like Syndicate, Vijaya Corporation who've knocked off their processing fee, etc., again as a special offer to home buyers. Now, just taking an example of ICICI Bank, because it is the largest private bank, has cut both floating and fixed rates, and the offer is valid for sanctions till December 31st, 2012. But how exciting are these home loan offers? Who better than Harsh Rungta, CEO of apnapesa.com, to tell us this? Harsh, thank you very much for joining us on our expert segment.
Pleasure.
I'm going to start with the first question. Is it just a marketing gimmick? Because most of these banks anyway offer you a discount if your credit worthiness is good, sitting across the table.
Well, I think there are two parts to the current round of within inverted commas festive offers. One is the drop in interest rates. Second is off on processing fees. I think as far as interest rates are concerned, these are just actual drop in interest rates disguised as festive offers. You can bet that come December, Jan, whatever is the last date by which you are supposed to get the first disbursement, will actually see that converted into actual rates, or this getting elongated, because the fact that interest rates are dropping is a reality. Festive offers is a nice way to disguise the fact that these reduced rates are available only to new consumers and are not available to the existing consumers. The bit about processing fee, I think that is genuine festive offer. That may not remain. So, to the extent of the processing fee, which can be reasonably significant, I mean, it can go up as much as 0.5% or 11,000 or 15,000 rupees. I think that part of the festive offer, wherever offered, is for real and may go away post the season coming to an end.
So, you're saying don't get taken in too much by the reduction in interest rates, but yes, the benefit of the processing fee going away, it could range from 5,000 to 15,000, but that's a real immediate benefit, isn't it?
Absolutely. Do the same thing that you would do at any given point of time, festival or no festival. Just compare whatever you are getting, whether the bank calls it a festival offer or whether it is a regular offer. Compare it. There are so many comparison online marketplaces like ours, like apnapesa.com available. You compare all your offers. What do you care whether it is a festive offer or a non-festive offer, and go for the one that best suits you.
Right. Best suits you, and I think the interesting part also to tell our viewers would be that don't just go in for a bank because it's waiving off the processing fee. You still need to go for the best product in terms of the lowest interest rates that you get, isn't it? It's a long tenure product.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. It makes a huge difference. Even a 0.10% off, because it's a long tenure product, can make a large difference, which a 10,000 rupee fee off is not going to help.
Fair enough. I'm going to take this question, a very interesting one. We've got a large NRI viewership, and Jude from Dubai writes in saying, I'm planning to buy a house in India, taking a personal loan from Dubai, where the bank is saying that they will charge me 4% flat interest rates and installments in the next 4 years. I would like your advice whether I should take this personal loan from Dubai or take a housing loan from India. I'm assuming that he is an Indian citizen. It's quite obvious. Otherwise, he would find it much tougher to come here and, you know, do the loan processing. So, what do you suggest?
So, first of all, my first advice is please don't take a loan that where a lender quotes a flat rate. The only reason this flat rate is a mythical creature that a very imaginative banker has created. Whenever the banker is ashamed to tell you the actual effective rate, he turns it into a flat rate and tells you. So, when they say 4% flat rate, assuming, and he says 4 years, assuming the installments are payable in arrears, that's 7.5% effective, and I can bet you it won't be in arrears. If it is even one installment in advance, it's 8%. It's probably going to be many installments in advance, in which case it can be 10%, 12%. So, I am saying don't go for a lender who talks in terms of flat rate. When you take it in Dubai, it's anyway going to be a dirham based structure. So, you need to see how much exposure you want in dirhams versus how much exposure you want in India. The answer would in India you would get it at between 10 and 10.25% in rupees. So really now it's for this person to decide where he wants to keep his exposure. Does he want to be exposed? Obviously on the investment side he is exposed in rupees. Does he want to be exposed in complete rupees today? Does he want to slowly bring in the rupees? I think those are the things that he needs to decide. How much is his taxable income in India? What does he want to do eventually? All that will go into the advice. Without knowing the full background, the advice is please don't go in for a loan where a flat rate is being quoted. So I would still suggest you stick to a loan, a regular home loan in India.
All right, regular home loan in India. And you know, there was a time, Harsh, even in India, and I'm talking about 10 years ago, where the same thing was happening. Bankers were quoting a flat rate, some banks were quoting a floating rate, and there was just so much confusion in the market, which I think is now gone. More or less, banks and the large NBFCs do quote a reasonable floating rate or a fixed rate on home loans, isn't it?
It's compulsory. RBI has, now there are regulations that surround this, and in no document can anybody put a floating rate. So, I mean, if a banker is caught giving a flat rate, there would be regulatory penalty to pay. So clearly, flat rates are not being quoted in India. If in India somebody is talking flat rate, avoid him like the plague. Absolutely, at least as far as India is concerned, even if somebody is verbally giving you a flat rate, be assured it is the actual rate will be somewhere close to 20, 25, 30%.
Fair enough, Harsh. Very interesting question. It's also, you know, led us to a whole new dimension of what can be quoted by bankers. But yes, in the last at least 7 to 8 years, even I have not heard or seen or got a view or question on flat rate. This is one which has come from Dubai. Thank you very much for making the time to come to our studio. We've got many other questions on home finance, Harsh, but we've run out of time today on this segment. We will come back to you to understand construction-linked home loans versus just an upfront payment, upfront loan, and also subvention schemes, how they work, probably next week or week after. Thanks again.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display, full screen view, faster response time, and Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.